A bustling construction site along Route 6, workers maneuver heavy machinery and equipment. Dust fills the air as an excavator digs into the ground. One of the excavators hits something solid. The foreman signals everyone to stop. Workers gather around the hole, peering in with curiosity. A team of workers carefully digs around the object, revealing the roof of a car buried beneath the dirt. They exchange puzzled glances. The workers clear more dirt, exposing the entire car. Rusted and weathered, it looks like it's been there for decades. The foreman calls the authorities. Police and forensic teams arrive at the scene. They set up a perimeter and begin documenting the discovery, taking photos and notes. The car doors creak open, revealing a grim sight: two skeletal bodies, still wearing tattered clothing. Wedding rings glint on their bony fingers. A forensic expert carefully removes a yellowed, unsent letter from the glove compartment. The envelope is addressed but never mailed. Detectives study the letter, realizing it holds clues to the identities of the deceased. The handwriting is shaky but legible. Flashback to a 1950s diner. A young couple sits in a booth, holding hands and laughing. They glance nervously out the window. The couple hurriedly leaves the diner, getting into the car. They drive off into the night, looking over their shoulders as if being followed. Back in the present, detectives at the police station analyze old missing person reports. They compare the descriptions to the skeletal remains. They find a match. A young couple reported missing in the 1950s. The case had gone cold, with no leads for decades. The detectives visit the elderly parents of the young man, now in their 90s. They show the couple's photo, and the parents' eyes well with tears. Flashback to the 1950s again. The young couple stops at a gas station. They nervously scan their surroundings, filling up the tank. The couple drives down a dark, deserted road. The young man glances at the rearview mirror, worry etched on his face. Present day, the detectives search archives for any records of the couple's activities before their disappearance. They find an old receipt from a gas station. The detectives visit the site of the old gas station, now abandoned and overgrown. They scour the area for any remaining clues. Flashback to the couple driving down Route 6. The car behind them accelerates, ramming into their bumper. The young woman screams. The couple's car veers off the road, crashing into a ditch. The pursuing car stops, and a shadowy figure approaches. Present day, detectives interview retired officers who worked on the original case. They recall rumors of foul play, but no concrete evidence. Detectives discover a name connected to the shadowy figure, a notorious local gangster from the 1950s. They dig into his criminal history. Flashback, the gangster drags the unconscious couple from their car, throwing them into the trunk of his own vehicle. The gangster drives to a remote construction site. He buries the couple's car and covers it with dirt, erasing any trace of their existence. Present day, detectives confront the gangster, now an elderly man in a nursing home. He denies any involvement, but his eyes betray fear. The detectives find an old diary in the gangster's belongings, revealing details of his crimes and implicating him in the couple's disappearance. Flashback, the young couple writes the unsent letter in their car, expressing their love and hope for the future, unaware of the danger surrounding them. Present day, the detectives present their findings to the families of the couple. They finally have closure after decades of uncertainty. A memorial is held at the site where the car was found. Family and friends gather to pay their respects, placing flowers and mementos. The detectives stand at a distance, watching the families find solace. They exchange a knowing look, proud of their work. The construction crew resumes work on Route 6, the site now cleared. A sense of peace settles over the area as the sun sets. The elderly parents of the young man sit on their porch, holding hands. They read the unsent letter, tears of both sorrow and relief in their eyes. The detectives file away the case, marking it as solved. They close the folder and place it in a cabinet, a sense of accomplishment washing over them. A newspaper headline reads, "Cold Case Solved. Couple Found Buried Under Route 6." The story details the decades-long mystery and its resolution. The elderly gangster sits alone in his nursing home room, haunted by his past. He stares out the window, a look of regret on his face. Flashback, the young couple dances in a small living room, sharing a tender moment. Their laughter fills the air, full of love and hope. Present day, The elderly parents visit the memorial site regularly, keeping the memory of their son and his beloved alive. The detectives continue their work, inspired by the success of solving the cold case. They tackle new mysteries with renewed determination. The construction crew completes the project on Route 6, the road now smooth and safe for travelers. Life goes on, but the memory of the couple remains. The memorial site becomes a place of reflection for the community, a symbol of love lost and found. The elderly parents place a framed photo of the young couple on their mantle, a reminder of their enduring love. The detectives receive a commendation for their work on the case, recognized for their dedication and perseverance. Flashback, the young couple sits by a lake, watching the sunset. They hold each other close, oblivious to the tragedy that awaits them. Present day, the elderly parents receive letters and messages from people who were touched by the story, offering their condolences and support. The detectives visit the elderly parents, sharing a quiet moment of reflection. They promise to keep the couple's memory alive. The community comes together to honor the couple's memory, holding an annual event at the memorial site. The elderly parents find peace in knowing the truth about their son's fate, grateful for the closure they thought they'd never have. The detectives drive down Route 6, the setting sun casting a warm glow. They feel a sense of fulfillment, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. The story of the young couple becomes a local legend, a tale of love and mystery that will be remembered for generations.